Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star, okay? Today, I am here with a dream, okay? Let's get into it. In this dream, I was at a water park and I was just kind of like hanging out at the water park by myself, y'all. It is a dream, okay? Little simple, little simple. I like the little simple, even though it's like so simple, but I think it's so simple, but it's so cute. Anyways, I end up leaving this water park when I start to notice that there are people following me, and all of these people are men that have tried to capture me, okay? And it's kind of like they have all banded together and decided that they're going to come together and chase after me, okay, in an attempt to tried to capture me and sell me, okay, into slavery. But they had failed. Like, they failed to do it separately, so they're trying to band together so that they could just finally capture me. Okay. Um, I go to a random shopping center. It's kind of like as I was leaving, like I left and I just kind of started like walking down the street. As I was going down the street, I kept seeing people in different areas, and I would ask them about, like, I would ask them if they could hide me for a second, and they would hide me. And then when the people would walk by, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go this way. Okay. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it, but I don't know. But well, I do know how to explain it. Okay, so as I get to this random shopping center, I finally make it to, like, it was an outdoor mall. There were restaurants that were open, stores that were open, and there were groups of people sitting out. And I went up to them and I was like, "Hey, let me use your phone real quick." And I end up getting a ride. So I get a ride to a woman's house, okay? And it was like her house was a stop. So it's kind of like, you know how you can get an Uber and you can add extra stops, or a Lyft, or whatever your thing is. You know, you can get extra stops on there. The first stop was to a woman's house. And it was interesting because it was an apartment complex. And there were apartments on both sides, but there was a huge house in the center. And like I went inside the house and I was talking to the woman, and she let me use the restroom. And then as I left the house, I had someone that used to protect me with me. Okay. This person was always very protective of me. And so me and this person, we get back in our Uber and we go to a mall. Okay. When we end up at this mall, there are now dogs chasing after us. So this part was confusing to me because I didn't understand exactly. It was kind of like the men, and these dogs were not dogs that were enemies. They didn't feel like enemies to us, but it did feel as though, because the dogs were chasing us and we were running from them, and they were like, wait, come back, wait, come back. But it's almost like as they kept chasing us, they let the men know where we were going. Okay. And that's the end of the dream, y'all. Okay. The scripture comes from John and 2. On the third day, there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus and his disciples had likewise been invited to the celebration. At a certain point, the wine ran out, and Jesus' mother told him, "They have no more wine." Jesus replied, "Woman, how does this concern of yours involve me? My hour has not yet come." His mother instructed those waiting on table, "Do whatever he tells you." As prescribed for Jewish ceremonial washings, there were at hand 6 stone water jars, each one holding 15 to 20 gallons. "Fill those jars with water," Jesus ordered, at which they filled them to the brim. "Now," he said, "draw some out and take it to the waiter in charge." They did as he instructed them. The waiter in charge tasted the water, made wine without knowing where it had came from. Only the waiters knew, since they had drawn the water. Then the waiter in charge called the groom over and remarked to him, "People usually serve the where is it? People usually serve the choice wine first, and then when the guests have been drinking a while, a lesser vintage. What you have done is keep the choice wine until now." Jesus performed this first of his signs at Cana in Galilee. Thus did he reveal his glory, and his disciples believed in him. After this, he went down to Capernaum along with his mother and brothers and his disciples, but they stayed there only a few days. Okay, so here's the message. So I hear God saying, somebody, you are legendary and you don't even know it. You be dishing and dodging and you don't even know it. 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 Y'all, I think I have told y'all several stories of when people have tried to kidnap me. And I'm being reminded of one story when I was out at this club and these guys were trying to kidnap me. I got in that Cadillac and I swang that thing all through downtown. They couldn't find you, girl. I was gone. Okay, like gone. Okay. But anyways, God said, God said, through you, he is going to perform his glory. Okay. And the person in my dream that has always, that like stands in a way as someone that has always protected me, I feel like this is Jesus. Like this is God in a form, like in a familiar form. This is God coming to me in this form, but it's basically representative of, okay, we got you. You get into a place, but I feel like the lady's house is representative of like a church, you know. And if you think, like now that I'm thinking about it, this is how some Catholic churches are built, where the church, there's a huge sanctuary, and then there are little rows of houses, regardless if it's for the priests or the nuns to live there. So I just feel like God is saying that once you went, like, you know, even in the midst of your turmoil, even in the midst of somebody trying to chase you down, even in the midst of somebody trying to capture you, even in the midst of somebody that is just like in reality, in this dream, these men were absolutely crazy. It is insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over while receiving the same results and assuming that you are going to get a different result this time. Insanity. Okay. It's insanity. It's insane. It's crazy. They crazy, y'all. They crazy. And I just feel like that's what God is like, as long as you have him by your side, you ain't got to worry about nothing. As long as you have him by your side, you ain't got to worry about nothing. The dogs can keep barking behind you, screaming. And I feel like the dogs can partially represent for somebody. You don't realize this, but there is someone or a group of people that are chasing behind you, and they don't see, like they are not trying to harm you. You may not see them as trying to harm you or trying to hurt you, but they are alerting your ops where you at. And it's kind of like, and this person is very loud about it. I feel like this is somebody that I'm just thinking about, like how somebody will be like I feel like you the type of person, you ducked off somewhere and they saying, oh, I'm finna go to such and such side of town on such and such street to go see such and such, and they may not say it exactly to the person that's after you, but the person that's after you is standing right next to the person they saying it to. And I just feel like God is saying, you know, you have to watch out for people like that, but in reality, you never know who. So it's just best to have God by your side, because even if it's like 10 of them following in behind you like, hey, friend, wait, hold on, wait, friend, I wasn't trying to do that, wait, friend. And you know, you trying to ditch and dodge them. Like, if you don't stop snitching on me, leave me alone, okay? Please leave me alone. Leave me the kind of friend I don't need, okay? I don't need no fake friends. I don't need no fake friends trying to throw me under the bus. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Okay? And I just feel like God is saying, even if they are doing that, when you got God by your side, can't nobody do nothing. It don't matter. And like I said, in this dream, the men stopped chasing altogether. And, you know, I was still, you know, going with God. We gone. Like, y'all, you can chase all you want to. We gone. We get into somewhere where we can sit down and chill, okay, without having to worry about all this. And I just feel like that's the message. God is saying that, God is saying that he is performing a miracle with you. He is performing the one that got away. God said, somebody, he has performed a miracle with you. That he has performed a miracle with you. He has performed a miracle with you because there is somebody like that has been determined. And just like I said in his dream, it was just like they were mad. They was upset. The audacity of her. Who does she think she is? Why does she I think I'm not your slave. That's what I think. And that's what I know. Period. Okay? That part. And I just feel like that's what it was. Like, oh, she thinks she better. No. I am a normal person who wants normal things. I want a normal husband who goes to work and earns an income and comes home to his wife. I want children and I want to live my life like a normal person. That's what I want. I'm not interested in living no street life. I am retired. And I mean it. And I mean it. And I mean it. The day that God saved me, I said I was done with the streets, and I mean it. Ain't nobody gonna make me turn back. And I don't care. We can fight about it. We can argue about it. I don't care if I get beat up. I will get back up and start going again. Anywho, God says you are the one that got away, and you got away by his hand. And this was a miracle that he performed because it has never been seen before. Regardless if you know it or not, it has never been seen for somebody to get away. You got away. And it's glory to God. Yeah. That's the message. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.